All right, welcome back everybody to Altcoin Daily, where you subscribe for a video on cryptocurrency every day. My name's Austin, and in today's video, I want to clue you in on this upcoming Telegram public ICO. This was supposed to happen last year, turns out it's happening this year, and to me there's something fishy about this, but I want to clue you in if you want to get involved in Telegram's public ICO. I want to clue you in about Tether. $150 million worth of Tether was just printed on the market. And the last time that this happened, because this has happened a lot this year, I want to show you what one analyst put the pieces together, what happened to Bitcoin every time this amount of Tether came on the market. And last but not least, like always, I want to share with you exactly when I'm buying Bitcoin/altcoins in the short term. I'm not a financial advisor, but this was a subscriber request. So if you have a request for a future video, let me know down below in the comments. But let me take you through the 3 strategies right now that I'm using to accumulate Bitcoin/altcoins. Here are my 3 different strategies. The first one, and today's video, it's purely for transparency purposes only. Make your own decisions. Number 1, my first strategy, and this is something that I've actually been doing for multiple years. No rhyme or reason, just injecting fiat into Bitcoin and select few altcoins. And I say no rhyme or reason because it doesn't matter where the Bitcoin price is. Just every week, every 2 weeks, as you may or may not know, my brother and I, we live out here in Los Angeles. We work in the entertainment industry. Obviously, I'm not putting in more than I'm willing to risk losing, but it's just a certain part of every paycheck just automatically goes in. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Austin, why don't you wait for the dips? Wouldn't you get a lot more out of it if you just waited for the dips? And yes, I might get more out of it that way. But my reasoning is, while week to week, month to month, Bitcoin can be very volatile, year to year, the price continues to rise. Now, some people may be laughed at when they find out, oh my God, you invested in Bitcoin when it was $700 at a peak? What's wrong with you? And yes, month to month, we're very volatile. But year to year, Bitcoin continues to gain. So my number 1 strategy is just every week, every 2 weeks, put a little bit in. That's me. If you have something that you're doing differently, let me know down below. But my number 2 strategy, and something you've heard many times before on this channel, is cost averaging. Because I'm not a day trader, and I'm not a swing trader. I'm an investor than long-term hodler. And I mean long-term hodler. Meaning that I'm not excited to cash out when Bitcoin hits 20K or 25K. I'm excited to cash out when Bitcoin hits 100K or 200K. And more specific, my second strategy, like I said, is cost averaging. Meaning that's when I take a bigger lump sum of fiat cash that I have on the side and I'm waiting. I'm waiting for those dips. I wait until the price takes a huge 40 to 50 dip down in price and then I buy. And when the price starts going parabolic, that's when I wait. That's when I hold. I might even take profits, depending on what I need for my daily life, but usually I just hold. So I have cash on the side right now for if right now the price of Bitcoin is flirting with that $8,000 Bitcoin price point. If the price drops down a significant 40-50%, I have fiat ready. So in the future, you're not going to know exactly when I put a bigger lump sum into Bitcoin, but in a future video, I will definitely keep you informed. But me, I like to cost average on the dips and take some profits on the way up. Yes, that's my number 2 strategy, which is cost averaging. If you agree, if you disagree, let me know down below in the comments. But my number 3 strategy, and this has to do with altcoins, is using the value, not the dollar value of these altcoins, but its value against the BTC price to either invest more in Bitcoin or diversify and invest in altcoins. Yeah, let me explain what I'm talking about. Right now, Litecoin continues its tear up to $140 today. And looking back, 2020 hindsight, the perfect time to get into Litecoin would have probably been around December or January of this last year, when Litecoin was around $25 to $35. I didn't do that. I waited and I picked up a little more Litecoin somewhere around here when Litecoin was around 60, around 60 bucks. And like I said, my third strategy is to invest more in Bitcoin when the value against the Bitcoin price goes up. When the value of Litecoin against Bitcoin goes up, I invest a little bit more in Bitcoin if I choose. And as opposed, if the value of Litecoin against Bitcoin goes down, meaning that using Bitcoin as what it's intended to be used as a store of value, say that the Litecoin price, say Litecoin's value against Bitcoin drops low, that might be a good time to get into some of these altcoins. But my strategy, number 3, which is just using the value of an altcoin against the value of Bitcoin to accumulate more Bitcoin or to accumulate more altcoins. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So I picked up more Litecoin when Litecoin was around $60, $61, and the perfect time to cash out, maybe take some profits on that Litecoin, or just cash out a little bit of it into Bitcoin was probably right around here, when about a month later, Litecoin's price went up to $92. But again, it's not the dollar value price. It's not this green line that I'm necessarily worried about because I'm not cashing out into fiat dollars. In this case, I'm cashing out and accumulating more Bitcoin. And Litecoin's price against Bitcoin's price, huge value if at that time you would have taken some of your Litecoin and put it into Bitcoin. And again, sometimes the value against the dollar and against Bitcoin, sometimes they go up together. And sometimes they don't. And we're coming up on a time that we're seeing right now that they don't at the moment. You can see it right here. Litecoin's value against Bitcoin, this orange line, is shooting way up compared to Litecoin's dollar amount. Meaning that right now, or just in the next couple weeks, as Litecoin's value continues to get higher, I'm going to cash out a little bit. I'm going to take some Litecoin and I'm going to use it to accumulate Bitcoin. And today I'm just using Litecoin as an example, like I said, because if you notice, Bitcoin dominance has been increasing, meaning that not all these altcoins are going up in value against Bitcoin. If anything, Bitcoin's going up in value against all these other altcoins, just because institutions are telling us that right now they'd rather accumulate Bitcoin at this present moment. And let's just say that tomorrow the whole market tanks, I don't get a chance to cash out of a piece of my Litecoin position, and I'm stuck with it. Then that's okay. That's the risk I take. I still have my core position, which I'm not cashing out till Bitcoin hits 1 million, and I still have my cost averaging strategy, which would come in pretty handy if the whole market took a dip. So anyway, those are the 3 strategies I'm working with today. Let me know which one kind of jumps out to you the most. And again, you requested this video. So if you have another request, another video request that you'd like to see on the channel, let me know down below. I'll try and make it happen. But like always, we have 3 big news stories to get to. Let me clue you in. There is $150 million worth of Tether that was just printed on the market yesterday. And according to one analyst, and this has happened multiple times throughout this year, and one analyst put the pieces together and showed us just exactly how much allegedly Tether is manipulating this market. Because according to him, he says last time Tether printed this much money and put it on the market, Bitcoin's price surged. Tether's effect on the crypto market at large cannot be understated. Not only does the fiat-backed stablecoin act as a safe haven asset during downward trends and crashes, so yes, that's what Tether is intended to do, but now it has a new use case, apparently, manipulating the market. The overall market cap of Tether also appears to act as a magnet for Bitcoin's price, with the price of the digital asset, the price of Bitcoin, increasing sharply whenever new Tether is injected into the crypto market. So one analyst laid it out right here. Each time the Tether treasury mints new Tether, Bitcoin's price climbs. Check this out. And you can see right here, each magnet represents every time a boatload of Tether was printed and put on the market. And what I'm looking at, it doesn't just pull Bitcoin up right here. Coincidentally, there's no direct correlation that we know of yet. But you can see right here, Bitcoin was shot up to a way higher price. But right here, when Tether was printed, it went the opposite way. It manipulated the price way down. And this is just something you should be aware of. If we take a look at the very last time this happened, the last time the crypto analyst pointed out fresh Tether printing was back in late April, when the Tether treasury minted over $300 million of that stablecoin. This appeared to be a trigger back then that took Bitcoin's price back above 6,000 and climbed higher towards 9,000, where it's consolidating below. So this means this last April. So, I mean, we've talked about this on the channel. Tether, That's why a lot of us were fearful of this recent price surge with Bitcoin, because it seemed highly manipulated by Tether. And just keep this on your radar, guys. This just happened yesterday. It's going to be very interesting to see how this market unfolds. Next piece of news. Telegram set to go ahead with their ICO on this crypto exchange. So there's very odd rules to this Telegram public ICO. The main point that I'm not happy with this Telegram ICO right now is I just don't have enough information. They didn't put enough information for me to feel comfortable. I'm in the US, I can't invest anyway. For me to feel comfortable investing in this. And another reason is because this was supposed to happen last year and they cut it, and now they're reintroducing it this year. Telegram has reversed its earlier decision to not carry out a public sale of its native token, Gram, so the token's called Gram, by announcing a listing on the liquid cryptocurrency exchange. So that is how you would invest in Gram token if you belong to Liquid Exchange. In a press release issued on Tuesday, June 11, 2019, the messaging platform declared that it would be going forward with a public initial coin offering ICO for its Gram token. The private phase of the sale garnered significant attention back in 2018, raising $1.7 billion. So this just kind of goes to show you that if you want to get involved with Gram token, a ton of it has already been sold already. They left a little bit for the public. The main token sale event takes place in October. So this is coming up in October 2019, but it will not be available to investors in countries like the US, Canada, South Korea, and Japan, to name a few. The move is somewhat of a surprise given Telegram's position on their public ICO back in 2018. As reported by Bitcoinist at the time, the company was wary of increasing spotlight on ICOs, so apparently the reason they stopped is because they were unsure of the US Securities and Exchange Commission, and this is likely why the US, is one of the geo-blocked nations in the token sale. So they're making some changes, and again, this is not what I have a problem with. This is very common with ICOs. I just want more information. Is it really a Telegram ICO? While the details remain unclear at this point, it's important to mention that Telegram itself isn't the purported seller of the cryptocurrency tokens. Instead, the announcement says Liquid is listing tokens held by Gram Asia, the largest Telegram token holder. Also, there are also no details about the number of tokens on sale and the starting price for the ICO. So, just a couple, I would say, yellow flags that I need to know more information, especially because these private investors, they bought these tokens for some agreed on amount. And I mean, me personally, if I were to invest, I would just want to make very sure that the public sale aren't going to be the people holding the bag at the end. All right, that's the video for today. My name's Austin. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and like always, I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day.